Get away without addressing the reality that you're going to be leaving the program and taking the job at Georgia Southern, which is a great opportunity for you. You know, I won't ask you too much specific about it. I'm sure you've just got some general thoughts on it.
Yeah, the biggest thing was just, in this profession, opportunities, present themselves at times that are not the right fit, and then some that are the right fit. And, Coach Lunsford and I have been good friends for over 20 years, and we've worked together for 9 years at 3 different places. So a lot of trust there in him and in our relationship and previous work experience together. And so, opportunity to move up and be a defensive coordinator, call the game on game day, and put my personal stamp on a defense is something that I think professionally we all as position coaches and even as a co-coordinator to have that opportunity, it was just the timing was kind of right, and the pieces of the puzzle were right, and just felt like it was the time to be able to do it.
All right. Well, good luck with that, except for 1 weekend a year. I think that's what most fans would probably wish for you. But in the meantime, you got a bowl game to go coach. Obviously, last year against Toledo, they put 28 points on the board, which is probably more than you'd like to give up. But it was really a pretty successful day defensively against Logan Woodside, who of course is back this year in an offense that really produces a lot of points. I think it was one of only a couple of games all year where he had less than 3 touchdown passes, and was one of his lower yardage games of the season. I'm sure the team is different, but the scheme's probably a lot the same. So, how much do you take and apply from last year's win to what you go in and do this year?
Yeah, we spent time looking at last year's game, and then of course looking at what they've done this year to see any similarities or differences. But they're definitely a good football team. I think ranked maybe 11th in the country in offense, and with the quarterback and running back both being seniors. Of course, the running back backed up Hunt last year, but saw reps. Anytime you're a senior, even though you're not a returning starter, it doesn't mean that you're wet behind the ears. You've played a lot of college football at this point, so. And 4 of the 5 offensive linemen are seniors, so they've got a lot of snaps under their belt and a lot of practice time and things of that nature. So, and the wide receivers do a great job. They don't drop balls. They get open. They're sudden in their movements, coming out of their breaks. So, all in all, a really good football team, top to bottom. I mean, when you play, 12, 13 games, I guess it is now for them, and you're averaging right at 510 yards a game for the season, and I think 39 points a game. Those numbers themselves, catch your attention in a hurry.
Looks like where they did have some changeover is in the receiver group. Certainly the tight end changed. Roberts was a huge target there last year, but all those guys seem about equally as productive as the guys they replaced, at least from a statistical standpoint last year. As you look at their receiver options, are they as dangerous as they were last year?
Absolutely. I mean, they're good players. They come out of their breaks. They've got good top end speed, and the thing that really jumps out at me is just they've got great ball skills. You don't see a lot of drop balls. I mean, they catch difficult balls that are high, that are away, that are behind them. They adjust their bodies, to some of those, difficult balls to catch. And that's the thing is that really jumps out as we watch the cut-ups and stuff. They do a great job of catching the football. And so they're going to, present, plenty of challenge themselves as a receiving group.
Is the run-pass blend kind of similar to what it was last year? I mean, they tried to get Hunt going early. You guys did a great job of stuffing him early. He broke a couple of runs later on in the game, got over 100. But, they really had to work to get the run going against you. It's kind of the same approach this year?
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, they're averaging 220 a game rushing and 290 a game through the air. So fairly balanced, from a production standpoint, with those type of numbers as far as their averages for the season. So I would say a balanced team that can be effective either running the ball or throwing it.
Good deal.